So the thing is, your boss has become into your mind. And it could happen to many people. And not only boss, it could be the system, it could be the company, it could be the pressure of expectation or revenue target or whatever it is. So basically, we need to realize that if we charge our batteries by meditation or yoga or physical fitness, mental fitness, even watching sports, playing sports, reading book, we will do better in the remaining time of work. Firstly, we need to know that there is a need to meditate. And the only way that human beings learn this is by जिसको बोलते हैं ठोकरें खा के. You are connected with an author more intimately than you will be connected in physical proximity. आप किताब के अंदर हैं तो वो उसने अपना दिलो जान उसमें डाला होता है नॉर्मली ऑथर ने.
Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Clarity podcast. This is a special episode, a milestone episode. That's half century. Yes, it is 50th episode. In this episode, I am with my mentor Vivek Atray sir, ex-IAS, motivational speaker, author, TEDx speaker and mentor. It's a privilege and honor to have him on Let's Talk Clarity podcast. From the last 4 years, I learned from him. I learned public speaking. I took guidance from him. I just love the positivity and calmness in his videos, audios, and whenever I met him. Thank you, sir, for being on my show and give us important wisdom tools. In this episode, we discuss about career transformations, meditation, productivity tools, how to have a great relationship with boss, and how to get life fulfillment. Let's jump straight into the conversation in this milestone 50th episode. Hello everyone, this is Rakesh, your coach, author, speaker, and career transformation expert. Welcome to my podcast, Let's Talk Clarity. Let's Talk Clarity, in which we discuss about career transformation, productivity, and life fulfillment. Let's start the episode and talk clarity. So, welcome to Let's Talk Clarity podcast. And today we are having special guest at our landmark episode, 50th episode, Vivek Atray sir. He is ex-IAS, motivational speaker, author, and he does many more things. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, Rakesh. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है यहाँ आके and it's a pleasure for me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming on the show. And सर ये जो पॉडकास्ट है हमारा करियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन के बारे में है. तो आपका जो करियर है इसमें काफी सारे ट्रांजिशन मैंने देखे हैं. IAS, then motivational speaker, then author and lot many things. But एक चीज जो है मेरे को हमेशा मन में आती है. What is driving you in this whole journey?
बहुत अच्छा सवाल है. I think there is some internal propeller inside me which is driving. कोई engine लगा हुआ है अंदर जो दिखता नहीं है. That internal Josh is driving me. And in fact, there were 2 other transformations before I came into the IAS. Cricketer till the age of 19 or 20. And then I was an engineering student, obviously, for 4 years. Uske baad, I became an HCS officer, then IAS. Then I became a motivational speaker and author. So ये transformation ongoing है, लेकिन जोश वही है.
So, sir, ये जो है पूरा transition है. So, how hard or easy it is? Because to leave a government job and jump into a business or entrepreneur journey, it's always difficult. तो वो जो time कैसा था जब ये decision लिया आपने?
बड़ा मुश्किल होता है because especially of the people around you. Family, close friends, uncle, auntie जो भी हैं, वो लोग काफ़ी strongly resist कर रहे थे. Close family नहीं कर रही थी resist. They understand me better. क्योंकि I became a very creative person. तो वो जो creativity है वो blood में है. लेकिन पहले वो थोड़ी दबी हुई थी. So I was in the first, let's say, 15 years of my service, I was working hard and only focused on service. After that, I started writing. Then I started speaking. Then I became more creative in my thinking. तो ये जो creativity है, इसका जो एक चस्का है, जिसको कहते हैं, या ललक है, वो लग गई. I said, I can't be this routine kind of person. Even in the civil services, you can be either a routine type of person or you can be a creative person. Of course, there are limitations. लेकिन वो limitations अब कोई नहीं है. And I find that life has become better and better and better. So right now I'm feeling in the zone and the josh has increased. So I'm very happy.
Yes, sir. So I got to know that it is the Josh which is driving you and propelling you in these decisions.
Yes.
So, but of late, मैं पिछले 4 साल से आपको जानता हूँ. There are so many things you are doing. Vibrant हो, चाहे books हो, चाहे cricket हो, चाहे good vibe show हो, YouTube हो, Instagram हो. So how you are managing all these things?
पहले तो लाइटर साइड पे ये है कि जब आप सिविल सर्विसेज में होते हैं तो आप बहुत सारी चीजें कर रहे होते हैं, तो उसको रिप्लेस करने के लिए बहुत सारी चीजें करनी अब जरूरी है ना, ताकि वही मोड बना रहे. तो जब आपका डे होता है, एक लेट्स से डिप्टी कमिश्नर की पोस्ट पे मैं था, तो वहां पे एक बड़ा मल्टी डायमेंशनल डे होता है. कुछ कर रहे होते हैं, फिर उसके बाद डायमेट्रिकली ऑपोजिट. यू मे बी इन अ टीवी इंटरव्यू और रेडियो इंटरव्यू, देन यू आर इन अ विलेज सॉर्टिंग आउट सम झगड़ा, then you are in some protocol, CM is coming, then you are in a video conference giving some statistics of your district. Very multi-dimensional role. तो अभी जो रोल है मेरा लाइफ में वो भी मल्टी डायमेंशनल इसीलिए है कि वो आदत पड़ी हुई है. सो आई थिंक आई डू न्यू थिंग्स, यस दे इंटरेस्ट मी, बट आई लाइक टू सस्टेन व्हाट आई हैव स्टार्टेड. वाइब्रेंट फोरम, विवेक करियर एकेडमी, देन प्लेराइट फाउंडेशन, then literary society का भी मैं co-founder हूँ, and then I have my own motivational speaking which is really increasing very fast.
सर ये सब चीजें करने के लिए even I am just doing this podcast और मुझे टाइम कम पड़ जाता है. So how you are managing time and productivity? या कोई मूल मंत्र है या कोई
मूल मंत्र भी है, लेकिन ये जो decision लिया to leave the civil services, that made it easier, no doubt. See, I'll tell you another thing which I haven't talked about yet is your personal development, meditation, reading, music, whatever you do, exercise, fitness, yoga. All these things also require time. And I found that during our service, sometimes we neglect ourselves. Family also you neglect. You don't spend enough time. Conversations कम हो जाती हैं, busy हो जाते हैं. So I found that I should spend more time, and meditation is very important for me in life. I need to meditate at least 1 hour in the morning before going for any work. Now that 1 hour and then walk also, then exercise also. कितनी देर आप सुबह कितना टाइम होता है आपके पास, and then you have to have breakfast also आराम से, you can't rush through it. So then I realized that being in a 9 to 6 or 9 to 7 job is not going to work for me in this zone, in this phase. तो उसके लिए what I do, the मूल मंत्र तो यही है कि now I am not bound by the office, but I am bound by my own busy life. But I always say to my friends, I'm happily busy. So I can create my own schedule. However, that schedule sometimes like Frankenstein monster, वो आपके ऊपर ही फिर हावी हो जाता है. जैसे आपने बहुत सारी चीजें बना ली, वो ही आपके ऊपर हावी हो गई. They start recoiling on you. But I think I've been able to manage my time by prioritization, which we have talked about earlier also in life. So prioritization से क्या होता है कि I know that I should give emphasis to family, to creative thinking, to meditation, and all other things are routine. So वो करना है तो वो ठीक है, करनी है, कहीं fit कर देंगे, but these are more important.
Thank you sir for the answer. But मैंने आपको जब भी देखा है, मैंने आपको लगभग 6-7 बार स्टेज से बोलते हुए देखा है. You're always cool and calm. So whether it is through meditation or मेडिटेशन है तो ये कब स्टार्ट हुआ, कैसे स्टार्ट हुआ?
ये बड़ा अच्छा क्वेश्चन है. इनफैक्ट आई हैव बीन आस्क्ड दिस क्वेश्चन ऑन पब्लिक शोज एंड वन वेरी फेमस पॉडकास्ट, एज यू नो, रणवीर अलावादिया, Beer Biceps also, I was there and he asked me the same. So basically my wife read the autobiography of a yogi and she told me you should read this book. And she started meditating after reading that book, and she started going to a meditation center in Chandigarh of Yogoda Satsang Society. She became a member. Then I followed her about 5 years later. धीरे धीरे मैंने बुक पढ़ी, बिजी लाइफ, टाइम नहीं है, कभी उनको ड्रॉप करने चले गए, 5 मिनट के लिए बैठ गए उनके साथ, वो 1 घंटे के लिए बैठी, हम 5 मिनट के लिए बैठ गए, कभी 10 मिनट, अच्छा लगने लगा. 5-1 साल के बाद आई रियलाइज्ड कि आई नीड टू मेडिटेट. व्हेन आई सॉ हर, शी इज आल्सो कामर, शी इज आल्सो कूल, मेडिटेशन इज हेल्पिंग हर. देन आई सॉ दैट द इंस्पायरिंग monks we used to meet from the society of meditation, and they were amazing people. So I got inspired. Then 5 years later, I read the book completely, and then I read the lessons, and then I started meditating. When I started meditating, then I didn't look back, but gradually I've increased and improved my meditation, and it has helped me to be cool and calm, like you're saying. On the stage, off the stage, koi big crowd doesn't bother me. I try to be in my own zone and I'm peaceful. And if I'm sitting with the restless people, then also I try to be peaceful. So the meditation in the morning or in the previous evening, that helps you throughout the day.
किस साल में ये start हुआ था meditation and how long it has been?
Yeah, it started seriously in 2008 when I actually got initiation into something called Kriya Yoga, which is our path, and where I had done the preliminary lesson study and the preliminary meditation exercise for 6 months or 8 months or maybe 1 year. So when I got the Kriya initiation from Yogoda Satsang Society based on Paramahansa Yogananda's teachings, then I started practicing regularly. And once you get that initiation, then the rule is that you practice twice a day. There's no escape. So then we did. And because my wife and I both are in the same path, it really helps us. Of course, she's more sincere and devoted than me. You might think I am, but she's more. And she will always tell me if I am a little lazy or casual or late or some, she'll say, nahi, aap aao, aap karo. So that also helps. So I think there's a lot of harmony in that. And so 15 years, almost 15 years now. Yes.
So maybe सबसे पहले आपसे center पे ही मिला था. And it was happened that I met your wife before you at the center.
Yes. In fact, I'm coming to the studio from there itself right now. Maybe that's why I'm more peaceful.
So, sir, let's take it forward. And if I want to start meditation, or anyone who is doing a job or any career or a business, so how one can start the meditation?
I think firstly, we need to know that there is a need to meditate. And the only way that human beings learn this is by जिसको बोलते हैं ठोकरें खा के. तो हमें अगर सब कुछ अच्छा चल रहा है, मतलब स्मूथ राइड है, फ्लाइट चल रही है, पेस्ट्रीज मिल रही हैं, मजे कर रहे हैं, मतलब nothing going wrong in life, तो we will never think of God. Yeah, we are cool and calm and happy. But when you see a little bit of setbacks, then you realize that God is needed. And there is no other way in which you can handle those setbacks. Like if you lose a loved one or a big setback in life, that obviously turns you towards God. So when you realize that, then you think that, okay, prayer, God ko pray karna hai, mandir jana hai, that starts. But people sometimes they stay at that religious level, I would say. Some people, they come to the spiritual level. And when they come to the spiritual level, they have come because they have a guru, or they have a master, or they have somebody who has taught them. फिर वो बुक पढ़ी किसी की, कोई या सुना आपने किसी को, तो आपको लगा कि ये बात जो कर रहा है ये मेरे लिए अच्छी बात है. I need to follow him or her. And then you start meditating or you start practicing the techniques. So I think शुरू करने के लिए आपको एक तो पहले realize करना चाहिए कि मुझे meditation करना क्यों है. I'll become more calm. I'll become more balanced. I will handle life more easily. ये वैसे minor benefits हैं ये वाले. Major benefit is God realization, which is supposed to be the goal of life. But these minor benefits are also important for us. Our relationships, our job, our everything depends on how we are as a person. And we improve with meditation.
Yes, sir. I got some part of it at least. So, and I heard that there is a goal of life. So what is this goal of life and purpose of life, sir?
So I am not a guru or a qualified person to answer that to that level, but I can answer based on the teachings that I have read and follow. So obviously, as they say in the Indian scriptures, we are souls and we have a body and a mind. We are not a body and mind who has a soul. So if we are souls, we have come not only in this life, we have come from life after life. And the bigger picture of our existence is that this is not our only, let's say, role in this journey. We have come in this lifetime as a particular person. But if you look at the journey, as it is said, we started off in maybe as plants or as animals or insects, and then we evolved to human being ban gaye. Ab jab human being ban gaye, so the goal of life is to find God. And God realization means to be connected with God within. तो उसके लिए एक तो ये है ना कि animals cannot meditate. Animal is a restless creature, an instinctive creature. उसका basic instinct है. उसने कुछ किसी को food के लिए मार देना है या कुछ कर देना है, तो he cannot meditate because not made like that. The human being has something called a spine. ये जो spine है, and then chakras हैं, and then the मेरुदंड जिसको हिंदी में बोलते हैं. So if you have that, obviously human beings have that, and they can sit straight and meditate and focus and concentrate. Then you are blessed. But if you go through life without even realizing this, आप निकल गए 80 साल में निकल गए या जैसे भी निकल गए, So that is not going to be good for life ahead. I mean, life ahead means that is not a life lived well. So I think it is very important for us to realize the goal of life is to find God, and God realization is the goal, which means interior contact with God, tuning with God. And if you do that, then your life is successful.
Yes, sir. So I hear that to have a successful life, we should have a goal, and goal is to have realization. But here comes the question: is someone is working in an office, going 9 to 5, 9 to 5:30, or 9 to 6, and there he or she is doing a work. So how one can find purpose in this while working in an office or doing a business, and still find a God or still find the purpose of life? It's all very entangled some way.
ये बड़ा important question है Rakesh, because basically all of us are like that. Even a homemaker, a housewife is a busy lady, and she might say मुझे time नहीं है. And an office goer will obviously say time nahi hai. And somebody who's, I often give the example of a man whose job is to open the railway crossing and close the railway crossing once a day. उसका वही काम है. वो ट्रेन आती है 6:40 पे, उसने एक बार खोलना है, एक बार बंद करना है. मान लो एक ही ट्रेन आती है. That is a very remote area. His job is that. Now he is not a busy man. He may have a very sensitive job that 6:38 पे वो ready होके वो कर देगा or whatever it is, but he cannot miss it, but he doesn't have a busy job. Now, there are people who may have 6 meetings a day, opposite, and they're extremely busy. But if you look at it, there are periods in life when we do have time. And at least we can start forming a relationship with the Almighty by saying, thank you, God, for this, whatever you did for me, thank you. So you are basically connecting with the Almighty in a way कि उनसे बात कर रहे हो आप. And if you start, even if you start with the basic goal that God is bliss or happiness, and happiness, which I tell the students of India whenever I meet anybody, I say the goal of life is happiness. Unko we can't say God realization because they won't understand to that level or they won't even appreciate it. तो happiness के लिए तो वो तैयार हैं. तो happiness कहाँ ढूंढ रहे हैं? ऑफिस गोअर कहाँ ढूंढ रहा है? He is looking in promotion, increment, कोई वो appreciation मिल गया, या फिर हमें कोई
इंक्रीमेंट
मिल गया, गाड़ी मिल गई, मकान मिल गया, तो वो बात नहीं बनती. I think they have to find that happiness within and peace, inner peace. And that comes from God. So that is the first sign that you are on the right track. तो वही हम सर्च करें और busy office goer को ही करना है. Because 90% of the world is busy. That railway crossing man is a rare example. There may be many like him or maybe those who don't do anything. They just watch TV और कुछ तो करते होंगे वो. So they have time. And I would say, and now just to encourage everybody, let me say कि मैं जब DC था, डिप्टी कमिश्नर से बिजी कोई रोल नहीं है इंडिया में. बहुत कम है. Even in a district like Panchkula, which is laid back, it's not like, let's say, busy district like Delhi or somewhere. Gurgaon. So Panchkula में मैं था, and I used to go for the meditation center on every Sunday. And I'm there on a Sunday in the meditation center and somebody said to me, आप टाइम निकाल लेते हो, यहाँ आ जाते हो मेडिटेशन के लिए. तो मैंने मजाक में उनको कहा कि ऐसा नहीं है, मैं यहाँ से टाइम निकालता हूँ वहाँ के लिए, ये तो आना ही है. So that was my way of inspiring the people.
अच्छा लगा sir, that example of a railway crossing man and the man with a meeting of 6 meetings in a day.
Both can meditate, but both can meditate.
Both can meditate.
हाँ, उसने भी करना है, उसने भी करना है. सुबह 6 बजे उठ के, 6:30 बजे उठ के आप अगर मेडिटेट करेंगे तो भी ठीक है. 15 मिनट कर लो. And there is a book by James Clear which is called Atomic Habits. You may have heard of it.
Yes, sir.
तो वो ये कहता है थोड़ी थोड़ी चेंजेस लाओ अपनी लाइफ में. अगर आप 5:45 उठते हो और आपने 5:30 उठना है, या आपने मान लो आधा घंटा पहले उठना है, तो 5 मिनट पहले उठो पहले. 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. And then you'll find one day you reach that. And you have more time for meditation.
Yes, sir. So recently I heard they say it is loosely based on Buddha's teaching that everyone should meditate for 30 minutes a day. And if you're not having time, then you should meditate 60 minutes.
बिल्कुल ठीक है. In fact, that is absolutely correct, because if somebody has already got a simple life and a simple mind, then 30 minutes is enough. But if he has a busy life, then more of directionless life is there and busy. एंड सोक्रेटिस द ग्रेट फिलोसोफर सेड, अब मैं कोट करता हूँ कई बार, बिवेयर द बैरननेस ऑफ अ बिजी लाइफ. वो बंजर जमीन है, उसमें कुछ नहीं उग रहा है. आपकी बिजी लाइफ में बिजी हैं बस आप, लेकिन नथिंग इज फाउंडेशन क्या है उसका लाइफ का. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that he is absolutely right. You need to meditate more if you are in a frenzied life. And you have less time. It's a vidambana, it's a paradox. And you are in confusion. तो क्या करोगे? तो उसके लिए मेरे ख्याल है हमें determined efforts करने पड़ेंगे. You start with Sunday.
Yes, sir.
You start with evening. Before sleeping, everybody can meditate before sleeping. और मान लो you're sitting at 11:30 p.m. You're about to sleep. You sit for 5-10 minutes, even if you are sleepy. Do whatever you can. And that 60 minutes, if you can take out, it shows in the face of people who meditate. It shows in their personality. It shows in me also. मैं कई बार लोगों को कहता हूँ, I'm a Scorpio by birth. गुस्सा आता था पहले, अब नहीं आता है. Meditation is the only reason. And I think a lot of things which used to trouble me, they don't trouble me now. So these are the, as I said, the material, or these are the lower benefits. The real benefit that you connect with God. I'm very happy that we are having a spiritual conversation like a satsang.
So the thing is that most of my listeners ask me that how to start a meditation and how to get fulfillment while doing the job. So that's why this conversation is around this meditation. So sir, means I have started meditation and people have started meditation, but क्या होता है ऑफिस में एक बॉस आ जाता है.
एक बॉस हावी होता है,
बहुत सारे बॉस आ जाते हैं and the life track is derailed by our bosses. So means how one can means maneuver this boss subordinate relationship. So I'm more concerned about career and all these things.
Yeah, I know. So in a busy career, we need to find space for ourselves. And if the boss is toxic or tough or rough or more demanding, then obviously your mind revolves around the boss. बॉस ने ही बोला. वाइफ को भी आप या हस्बैंड को भी जाके आप बोलते हैं कि मेरा बॉस ये कह रहा है, अब मुझे काम करना पड़ेगा, दुखी होके. So the thing is, your boss has become into your mind, and it could happen to many people. And not only boss, it could be the system, it could be the company, it could be the pressure of expectation or revenue target or whatever it is. So basically, we need to realize that if we charge our batteries by meditation, or yoga, or physical fitness, mental fitness, even watching sports, playing sports, reading book, we will do better in the remaining time of work. So आप काम अगर 16 घंटे कर रहे हो, लेकिन आप 12 घंटे में वो काम कर सकते हो अगर आप उस 4 घंटे में से 1 घंटा मेडिटेट कर रहे हो. So your efficiency is more important than your input. There's no doubt about it. So अगर मैं meditation कर रहा हूँ, योगा कर रहा हूँ, balance कर रहा हूँ अपनी life, then I will be able to complete my work better and quicker. And my boss will also be happy. अब वो जमाना नहीं है, एटलीस्ट आई यूज्ड टू सी एट माई लेवल और योर लेवल और एनीबडी, कि अच्छा बॉस पूछ रहा है कहाँ हो, कितने घंटे बैठे आप आज कंप्यूटर पे. बॉस डजंट वांट हाउ मेनी आवर्स यू सैट ऑन द कंप्यूटर. ही वांट्स टू नो द आउटपुट. आउटपुट दो आप. आउटपुट आप तब दोगे जब आपका माइंड चार्ज है, बॉडी चार्ज है, सोल चार्ज है, वो तब आप एफिशिएंट होगे. तो मेडिटेशन से आपका चार्ज हो रहा है, वहां जाके आप काम करो. I think that will work.
Yes sir. That because the recharging is very important.
Absolutely.
In the evening while sleeping and in between when we are sleeping, before sleeping, that meditation or whatever exercise we have to devise as per our own lifestyle.
Absolutely.
So sir, let's take it forward और इसके बारे में बात करते हैं sir. Means the reading of books, because I started 6 years back reading books, and then I felt that ये मैंने पहले क्यों नहीं किया, बचपन में क्यों नहीं किया. So how reading can impact our career, और कैसे मतलब one can start reading books, or any recommendation?
No, Rakesh. In fact, आपने books पढ़ना शुरू नहीं किया, आपने लिखना भी शुरू किया. And I was very happy to be involved in your book releases. And I also am an author, as you know. But I totally agree with you. Unless you read, you can't write. And reading का benefit सिर्फ ये नहीं है कि you will be able to write. Reading का benefit है, as I said earlier also, it's one of the activities which de-stresses you. Unless you're reading something very serious or murderous or something. But even people want to read thrillers and all. So the thing is कि reading is a calm activity. उसमें आप जल्दबाजी नहीं कर सकते reading में. Because when you're sitting with a book, even on a Kindle, you can only read at a particular pace. यू कांट फास्ट फॉरवर्ड. जैसे अब हम कोई वीडियो भेज रहा है, ऑडियो भेज रहा है, तो आप उसको 1.5 में सुन लेते हो, 2 में सुन लेते हो. लेकिन रीडिंग आप फिजिकल जो आईज से रीडिंग कर रहे हो उसको फास्ट नहीं कर सकते. हाँ, ऑडियो उसका बुक का सुन रहे हो उसको फास्ट कर सकते हो. बट द थिंग इज दैट यू फर्स्टली इट्स अ कामिंग एक्टिविटी. सेकेंडली इट्स अ क्रिएटिव एक्टिविटी. आपकी नॉलेज बढ़ रही है, आपकी जिज्ञासा बढ़ रही है, आपकी अवेयरनेस बढ़ रही है, आपकी यू आर कनेक्टेड विद एन ऑथर मोर इंटीमेटली देन यू विल बी कनेक्टेड इन फिजिकल प्रॉक्सिमिटी. आप किताब के अंदर हैं तो वो उसने अपना दिलो जान उसमें डाला होता है नॉर्मली ऑथर ने. एंड यू आर इंटेंटली, इवन इफ ही इज 500 years ago is gone, you are inside his mind at that time. So you understand the philosophy of another person, the thinking of another person so closely, and that really gives you the best output. So I think a book can transform your life also. I mean, हम बात कर रहे थे ऑटोबायोग्राफी ऑफ योगी की, मेडिटेशन की. दैट बुक, once you read it, people say that हमारी तो लाइफ चेंज हो गई. There are other books also, and these are great books. But you can even read something like Marvel comics और ये वो. मैं तो कहता हूँ वो भी अच्छी calming activity है. Reading itself is a pleasure, and reading is something which will give you a lot of joy. And I was saying at a book launch yesterday that the spoken word can be recorded, but for posterity or for the future, if you want to write something and publish it, it is more lasting. वो lasting है. उसकी वो एक बार छप गया तो वो छप गया. हाँ, यहाँ पे हम थोड़ा एडिट कर लेंगे, उसको कुछ बोला नहीं बोला, वो पब्लिश हो गया तो वो पब्लिश हो गया. Then that is gone forever. And gone means it is there locked, and it can be read many hundreds of years later.
Yes, sir. So, sir, we are coming to the end of the podcast, and can you share some 3 to 5 top learnings of your IAS career, which is helpful in motivational speaking and author career also, so that my audience can benefit from it?
No, it's a very good question because I should share this, and I go all over India to speak at colleges, I go to corporates, I go to the government, I go to schools. तो मेरे काफ़ी सेशंस होते हैं, उसमें मैं ये learnings लाता हूँ. So let me first talk about IAS learnings or government service learnings. Number 1, you have to be dynamic. Even in the government, you have to make things happen. आप अगर जॉब में आए हो, 35 years का आपका करियर है, कुछ करके तो जाओगे ना. तो dynamism is one thing I learned from myself only in the government, कि if I am moving at a particular pace, I can make things happen. And you have to make things happen. चंडीगढ़ में IT पार्क बना, ई-संपर्क हुआ, I was involved, चलो, whatever happened. The thing is, I was able to do it because of extra hard work and dynamic work. Secondly, I think dynamism के साथ साथ थोड़ा balance. Balance is important, that you don't go overboard in anything. And you are also very circumspect, especially in the government, about what you share with others. So motivational speaking में मुझे अब ये काम आता है balance वाली बात. I tell people कि balance your life. Physical activity, mental fitness, spiritual fitness. And then your day should be, time management should be good. You should give equal time to everything that is important. Family life is very important. So I think that was another thing, balance. Number 3, I learned how to interact with people. And that is really helping me in my speaking and my motivation, because then now I understand people a bit better. Because I'm sitting in that office in the government for 25 years, 26 years, thousands of people I must have met one to one. And when he walks into your office, you know कि ये बंदा ये है after a few years, and he wants this. You can almost guess. And because that person is from a particular strata of society, then the next one may be from another strata of society. So now in my motivational career, I meet these hundreds of types of people. I go to South India, I'm going to Chennai, then I'm going to Mumbai, I'm going to various places. So I understand what to say, when to say, how to say it. वो गवर्नमेंट से भी लर्निंग है, लाइफ से भी लर्निंग है, इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस भी आता है. अब ऐसी चीज बोलना, जैसे ये पॉडकास्ट है, इफ आई स्टार्ट टॉकिंग कि मेरे वहां पे इतने मार्क्स आए थे, फिर मुझे वो सर्टिफिकेट मिला, इररेलेवेंट बात है. सो आई शुड स्पीक रेलेवेंटली, आई शुड स्पीक कॉन्टेक्स्ट में, आई शुड स्पीक व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड बाय द ऑडियंस, एंड देन यू टेल योर स्टोरीज ऑल्सो. गवर्नमेंट से हमने स्टोरीज भी बहुत हैं हमारे पास. हाँ, मैं एक छोटा सा बता देता हूँ जो मैंने जोश टॉक में भी लिखा है. वो बेचारे अमरनाथ जी मुझे कहेंगे कि आप मेरी स्टोरी सुनाते रहते. एक अमरनाथ जी मेरे ऑफिस आते थे, तो ही वुड सेंड अ स्लिप, अमरनाथ MC. MC इज म्युनिसिपल काउंसलर, जो इलेक्शन जीते हुए थे किसी वार्ड का. और उनका काम होता था, लोगों का तो आते थे, अच्छा आदमी थे, हमने हेल्प किया उनको जो भी कर सकते थे. हाँ, ये काम आपका हो जाएगा, ये नहीं होगा, जो भी था. तो फॉर ईयर और सो ही केप्ट कमिंग बीच बीच में, अमरनाथ MC, वो स्लिप आती थी. सो नाउ वन डे ही लॉस्ट द इलेक्शन अनफॉर्चुनेटली, जबकि हमने बहुत काम किए उनके. आई डोंट नो व्हाई लॉस्ट, पॉलिटिकल होगा, जो भी होगा, सो ही लॉस्ट. हफ्ते 10 दिन तो आए नहीं, दुखी होंगे। उसके बाद आए तो एक दिन उन्होंने स्लिप दी, जब आए एक्स अमरनाथ MC। तो मैं उनको बुलाया, मैं कहा अमरनाथ आप तो हो ना अभी? कहते हाँ। मैं कहा अमरनाथ फिर ये एक्स अमरनाथ क्यों लिख रहे हो, इसको लिखो अमरनाथ एक्स MC। तो then we laughed and laughed। तो लाइफ में बहुत स्टोरीज हैं, ये स्टोरीज ही हैं। एंड देन इन द मोटिवेशनल स्पीकिंग ऑल दीज एपिसोड्स कम इन हैंडी फॉर ह्यूमर, फॉर अवेयरनेस, फॉर पब्लिक डीलिंग, या आप इंटरेक्शन स्किल्स बता रहे हो, कॉन्वर्सेशन स्किल्स बता रहे हो, पब्लिक स्पीकिंग स्किल्स बता रहे हो, इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस बता रहे हो। तो ऑल दीज थिंग्स कम इन हैंडी।
Yes, from this incident, I also learned that once you talked about goodwill.
Yes.
Yes. So how one can develop a goodwill in while working in an organization or having a business or entrepreneurship?
I think that's very important. I often say to the youngsters that if the goal of life is happiness, then the earning of life is goodwill. आपकी कमाई है वो, आपके बारे में लोग अच्छी बात कर रहे हैं, वो that is your earning.
Behind your back.
Behind your back. And wherever you go, ये विवेक ने या राकेश ने ये किया था हमारी मदद, सर आपने मेरा लाइसेंस बनाया था 20 साल पहले। अच्छा ठीक है यार, वो तो बनना ही था। नहीं सर, वो आपने बहुत बढ़िया मुझे डीलिंग की थी। अब उसको तो याद है, आपको नहीं याद। दैट इज योर गुडविल। सो गुडविल इज द अर्निंग ऑफ लाइफ एंड इट विल कम इफ यू आर सेल्फलेस। अगर आप सेल्फिश हैं तो गुडविल नहीं है। एंड आई ऑफन से रिस्पेक्ट इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट देन अथॉरिटी। लोग आपके साथ काम किस लिए कर रहे हैं? एक तो होता है कि डर के मारे कर रहे हैं, एक होता है कि दिलो जान से कर रहे हैं। दे लव यू, दे वॉन्ट टू वर्क विद यू, दे आर रियली विद यू। अभी एक एग्जाम्पल है, आई हैव अ टूर्नामेंट इन माय फादर्स मेमोरी, क्रिकेट टूर्नामेंट, JP Atray टूर्नामेंट।
Yes, sir.
27 years हो गए। वॉलंटियर्स करते हैं उसको,
Volunteers.
voluntary team, and they have nothing. It's my father's tournament. I have the more stake. I am involved, but they are not directly. They are only there because of me, or they are our friendship. And there are 10 of them or 8 of them, and they work. Of course, we honor them, we recognize them, but we don't give them any financial aid, and they work for the tournament every year. So this is goodwill.
That is the power of goodwill. And
Absolutely.
Sir, we are coming to the end of the podcast, and this is my favorite question, which I asked to my guest. That sir, you have written 3 books, and but autobiography is still in the making. So, if you write an autobiography, what title would you give, and how it will end? Maybe after 20 years or 50 years, 30 years.
I don't think I will write my own autobiography because होता क्या है कि उसको you become a little self-congratulatory. उसमें अपना ज़्यादा बोलना पड़ता है, and it's very bad to write about yourself that way. Let others write something. But the thing is, I do want to write humorous stories from the government. अभी जैसे सुनाई आपको. So from my career, I want to, because basically my humor writing is better than other writing also. So I write well in that. So I think मैं वो चाह रहा हूँ कि एक बुक ऐसी लिखी जाए जिसमें कि anecdotes, stories, inspiring as well as humorous, they will come out. So it won't be autobiographical, but they will be stories from real life. And उनको फिर present किया जाए book के form में. But yes, more books are coming, some fiction, some non-fiction. आज ही किसी ने मुझे आइडिया दिया कि क्रिकेट के ऊपर भी लिखो कुछ, तो लिखेंगे, फिर देखते हैं। चलता रहेगा।
So in this answer, I got that जो आपके दिल के करीब है, you are doing all these things. Means literary society, books, then cricket, then motivation speaking, and then vibrant networking, and then good vibes. So what is the future plan, sir?
Future plan is to intensify what I'm doing. So if I'm known as a speaker or motivational speaker today, I've risen to a certain level in 5 years. I think I can rise to a higher level in 5 more years. And I think I need to inspire more people. So there may be lakhs of students who have not heard me or anyone else in the same topic. I need to reach out. I'm going to a college called Sathya College in Mumbai. I'm going to a school called Kekani School in Coimbatore. I'm going to institutions of excellence, but they don't know, students are not told these things. तो अभी बहुत कम बाकी है उसमें, वही बहुत है, मोटिवेशन ही बहुत है काम में।
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your answer and your planning for the future. And I wish all the best for your future endeavors. And before that, I want to thank you for coming to the show. And it's always a pleasure to talk to you, and having you on my show is a privilege. And I can feel the energy and aura in this room.
Even I can feel it. You are the same positive person. Good vibes आपके भी हैं. And I am very happy with your journey. I know you for, as you said, 4-5 years. I'm seeing how you are also evolving and changing. तो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि हम अपने इम्प्रूव्ड वर्जन बनते जाए, विंडोज़ की तरह. विंडोज़ 9, विंडोज़ 10, विंडोज़ 11. तो राकेश 11 हो गए, अब विवेक 11 हो गए, तो आगे 12, 13, 14 should be better. So let's see.
So that's why I call my this life 2.0.
2.0. I know. Yes. वो अब तो उसको ले जाइए, आगे ले जाइए.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rakesh.
Thank you for listening to Let's Talk Clarity with Rakesh. Please subscribe or follow this podcast on your preferred platform so that you don't miss any important episodes. Have clarity, listen clarity, and let's talk clarity. Let's talk clarity.